Okay, so now just take a sniff of poppers. Sniff
Double
of poppers.
Scorpio.
Double Scorpio.
My Amber double Scorpio is on the way in the mail, so I'm like super excited. And I'm like,
So little puff, and then it'll be one, two, three.
Category is Bring It to the Runway. Category is stars, statements, and legends. What category you walk?
Three. Hello, welcome back, you guys, to a new episode, a new week, and the new shenanigans. How are you, Valerie?
I'm magically delicious. How are you, Chris?
I'm not as magically and not as delicious as you are, but
You don't have a detachable pussy, so that's fine.
look, I'm watching Veneno, so don't get me started.
Ooh,
Ooh,
I trust me.
yeah.
You're gonna love it. It's my fave.
This is
How are you feeling about this episode? Isn't it crazy and stupid, and you don't know what's going on?
yeah. This season is gonna take us on a roller coaster, and I mean, Rue did say it. Get ready for twists, turns, and surprises, and
True.
they are delivering. So let's do a little recap on last week. We had a whole bunch of lip syncs. We thought half of the girls thought that they were gonna go home. We thought they were gonna go home. There was a roller coaster of emotions.
Oh yeah.
And then we found out that they weren't going home. And then they left us with a cute little cliffhanger where they
Mhm.
said that they were gonna choose one girl and she was to be the one to go home. The rest of them were gonna come back. Now this week we find out that actually they weren't gonna go home,
Nope.
but they were gonna rejoin the group.
Hmm.
Now
But
it was Elliot with two T's and Utica, and then they had to bring it down to one, and then they voted between those two. Which
let's take it back. Like plot twist. They have the all the new girls that were eliminated in the bottom have to vote this new girl out. So it's
yeah,
like, what are they basing this off of? Are they basing it off of like apparently feathers, um, uh, Utica's wig not being on her head, which is shady as fuck. How dare they not tell that girl? How dare they?
I thought that
I
I
wouldn't either.
weren't they just talking before all of this how they were gonna all stick together and they were all gonna come back and they were all gonna work together, get the other girls out, and then the first minute Rue was like, "Oh, I need one of you." They turned all on each other like this.
Hey, it's a chance to get back into the competition. You spent all this money on it. I would too,
Well,
honestly.
let's so then we got Elliot with two T's back in the workroom. Rue comes
Woo!
out and tells Rue comes out and tells the girls, like the usual walk in. She says she's bringing someone back that she thought that didn't get the correct the correct chance in the thing, and she brings her back. All the girls are gagged. How would have you felt if you thought
I
that
would
you
have been
were the
like
best of the best?
fucking annoyed, honestly. It's like, okay, girl, I sent you home. Why what did you do? How did you make it back into here? Fucking shenanigans on the side? No, I don't need that. I thought it was only a 6 or 5. I can't count.
Yeah, so it was crazy. For sure, all the girls thought that that she was a spy, or that there was something going on, weird and sketchy. Which I would have been on the same kind of boat.
Eh,
But
if
well,
Top Mel told us anything can happen.
anything could happen. Well, I mean, Rue for all these years have been switching up the rules, so we know anything could happen on Drag Race.
Very true.
But I understand where the girls are kind of coming from. So then we have Rue tells us that the mini challenge, which is a callback from another season, is night and day runways. How did
Hmm.
how did you feel about that?
I love the runways, and that was from season 7. That was the first time they did it. When Violet Chachki came out with her turn reveal, the little black sequin jumpsuit that she did, a little belt removal and spin, and every
Mhm.
goddamn queen in LA just wanted that same fucking outfit. Drag Race makes all the girls very inspired. I will say that. Very
they
inspired.
they for sure
But
inspire a lot of fashion. But let's talk about Elliot with two T's came back
mhm,
and started a fight with one of the girls that I would never have started a fight with Candy Muse. She basically told Candy Muse, "Hey, you're feeling like the shit. You're doing this and that." But can we remind you that any girl that has came in kind of being like, hey, I had a sister here, I had a mom here, is always goes home early. So, you know, you need to like pump those brakes. Candy Muse was not having that.
True. I mean, the only exception to that would be Aquaria. But even still, it's like Vegas girls, they are professional and they can, you know, throw the shade and handle themselves. So with Elliot going for Candy, understandable. When you go to prison, you should always go for the big person and then like try to shank them, rattle them a little bit, get them off their game.
Yeah.
But I don't think Candy really, you know.
Yeah, I think Candy's not the one that falls for that.
No.
Candy was like, oh, you want to come for me? I'm going to destroy you even more now.
So we're finally at the runway. Super excited. The theme is daytime drama mama and nighttime is the right time. Reading, literacy, not my thing. So first up, we have Gottmik, and she is wearing like this very skin tight bodycon latex rainbowy outfit with huge shoulders, a bouffant little bumper bang with a high fucked off ponytail, and a kind of like cutout of a sun. It's very, you know, Teletubby, but in a good way, or Rainbow Bright. Rainbow Bright is more Rainbow Bright than anything. And then her contrast is a gorgeous, slinky, long black, one sleeve, one titty out, high slit black gown. Very, very much her aesthetic, and very similar to one of the winners of Dragula, Vander Von Odd. Very signature style of hers.
Yeah, exactly. Whenever she walked out, I was like, wait, oh no, wait, that's I was like, wait, did they bring her? Is she just taking her spot for a little second?
Oh yeah, it's just like pop up. Vander's here. Hey, what's up?
But yeah, so what did you think about the looks?
I liked it. I loved the whole dichotomy of the day to night dealio. It was a very telltale makeup change, outfit change, energy change. It was a full complete package for myself. Mick also explained the reason why she likes to have her little nipple out is because she had her top surgery. So who doesn't want to have the nipple? Free the nipple. What's so wrong with a nipple?
Yeah, I think these two looks were good. I loved every single one of them. I liked the night one more. It was just her leg, you know, she showed leg. It was just amazing. I for sure loved it. But I know you're surprised I'm talking.
I am surprised because you were literally like, I don't like that white face.
Well, she didn't do white face, and she even says I mean, it's more of a like a pale, I'm dead kind of face. This is not white face. But here's where it's like the niceness kind of finishes. I don't like her walk, her runway walk. It comes off kind of like kiddish. I don't know what it is. There's a little pep to her walk that like I'm like, nope, stop.
Yeah, it is.
But I love the look.
For her look, her look is very severe, and having this like bouncy type of walk is, you know, not the best. But here's the thing. She's probably wearing a corset, and these heels are probably way too high for her to be wearing properly to, you know, walk sufficiently. So I mean, dang.
But let's talk about.
She still looks goddamn good. Still looks good.
Let's talk about Candy Muse and her looks.
Candy Muse, I don't like them. She is giving, in her daytime look, she is rocking like this. I don't really know how to really describe it. Well, it is more of a Victorian. Her hairstyle is more of a Beethoven-y mid-century type of style. Has these little balloon sleeve type of sleeves, but they're not sleeves. That makes sense. Yeah. And then wait, let's unpack this real quick. That's not a day look. Anyways, her night look is like this full fetishy, I'm like the headmistress of the kink club in hell type of thing. Has this braided detailing around the shoulders, these spikes. It's a little baggy in the pant, but Hey, it still is good. She looks gorgeous. The hair and makeup is impeccable. I just don't necessarily feel like the looks day to night. There was no transition, how, no pun intended, how mixed was your distinction between day and night.
I guess my favorite part of Candy's outfits, or the night outfit, was the glory hole in the back. But that was it.
I mean, it was in the back, so
I think she was going for like this witchy, like witch during the dead, kind of like the witches, like this costume as a witch during the day. When she takes everything off, that's how she looks at night. If I have to give it a story, that's kind of what I would give it. I didn't like it. It was
but
cute.
okay.
It was cute. It didn't, like you said, it didn't kind of fit the prompt. It wasn't a day and night look. It was good. She has garments. She gave us, she showed us nice garments, but I don't think it fits the assignment.
The assignment. There's a story to them, but the story wasn't told properly.
And it wasn't the story we asked for. It was
true
our own story. And I mean, we're let's go from a queen who obviously has money for garments to a queen that seemed like she just had a couple dollars for this runway and bought a couple outfits. Lala Ree.
I mean, Miss Lala Ree is giving her best, like, Southern Cotillion, her Southern Belle fantasy. She is rocking this little maxi dress type of situation with some nice little shoulder straps and a nice little bell at the waist. And it's not lined, or the lining is not connected to the actual dress, which is to her detriment. But it's a gorgeous gold, greenish, orange, I think. Yeah, orange is in there.
Yeah,
and it's I think it's a good look for her, for the style of drag that she is representing. It's very much, I'm like, say for instance, in downtown Long Beach, there's the Easter Walk. I would wear this to an Easter Walk with my little box breaks, taste my punani type of situation. Like, you want to buy some raffle tickets?
Well, okay, so I guess here's my issue. You're right. That would be a great for that occasion. Now, the prompt, talking about not doing what the prompt says, we're talking about a runway look, not a let me sell you tickets at the pier or let me sell you tickets outside the bar look. This is a runway look. I needed a level of like elevation that should have been there. Her night look had that level of elevation, but that first one was for sure very pedestrian. And it's a runway. Like it would have been cute for like a mini challenge or something where it was like inside like the workroom.
It's like Roxy Andrews' makeup dress. Anyways, her nighttime look is this full on, like, I'm gonna show my titties in like iridescent sheer fabric that has this huge cutout in the chesticles. These I believe, they're cold shoulder sleeves with a small little peplum thigh high boots and red cute hair. I'm living, gives me very Rihanna. Is it super fun, super exciting? I tip it, but
I was actually obsessed with this look. It's one of my favorite looks, at least from hers. At least from hers, this is like my favorite look so far, and I loved it. I low-key was like, Valerie should do something like this because I could see you rocking it, like, and looking amazing in it. But I loved it, and it for her. She said it was out of her comfort level and everything, but she looked amazing. She should make this her new comfort level.
I mean, Black girls do it right. Anyways, I agree with you. I love it. It's super. It's not really what I would expect to see from Lala Ree, but again, from the promo picture, which was terrible, her Meet the Queens entrance type of look, I'm like, and now there's this, and wait till we get to the runway. Baby, baby. Next up, we have the stunning, the beautiful, the luscious Miss Olivia Lux. She is giving us this mod 60s type of aesthetic with these little marabou feathers, trim sleeves, and hem, I guess. I think it's cute. The color palette is very, very adorable, and she has this little tiny purse. I believe it's Moschino that started that.
I think so. I want to say
Maybe. Because Lizzo was the first. No, it was probably Prada. I want to say Prada.
We'll say both.
I'm
and
probably wrong.
Whichever,
Yeah.
we'll look it up, and whichever whichever made it, it'll just make the cut.
Yeah, there will be a little thingy at the bottom. Pop-ups. I think it's adorable. It's very, very cutesy, very Olivia. We already know her style and what she's into, literally from both of these looks and even from her entrance look. It's like, oh, she is actually going to have a cute little concept, a good storyline. She knows her body and she can practically wear any style, I would say. Her night look is this delicious burgundy little dress number, sweetheart neckline with a little embroidery cut out along the front panel of it. Very, very short cocktail style. I don't necessarily know the fabric, but the texture is lovely. Actually, it looks like a pleated, I would say it's a pleated vinyl, and her nude illusion is her nude illusion. And honestly, that's always a hard thing to find. A girl of color always has a hard time finding a good nude. I found it, but I never use it, so I just have a rule. And she looks stunning in this dark hair as well. And again, another little bag. What do you think?
I am obsessed with her. She's like my new, she's bringing the looks, and she's for sure the underdog. And we'll talk about this a little bit more. I think all the girls are kind of being like, oh, and last episode they were kind of like, oh, this is, she's only done drag for a couple of years, and they've brought her down a lot, but she's bringing the looks, and she is killing it in the look department. Like these two looks, the first look, the hair was amazing, and her just the little details, the little bag, the way she walks with the little bag, and the little bounce, even just the bounce to her hair when she was walking, just gave you that fantasy completely. Now the night look, she gave you sex, she gave you I was obsessed. I was like, they could just finish the show. Like in an actual runway show, they get the most beautiful, the most famous queen, they get, and then she's the one that ends the show.
The closer.
The closer
runway show,
yeah, she could have been it, because that hands down amazing.
Next, we have the Ebony Enchantress herself, Miss Simone, wearing this, in her words, Baps inspired type of a look. Very multicolored blazer with a cape in the back, a little skirt on top of the full pant. And then she's wearing 18 wigs on top of that. And I'm pretty sure she has a few fucking gold watches inside of her jacket. I loved it. I think it's super, super on brand for her. And I would have just done without the cape, but that's just me. I'm a simple lady. And then her nighttime look is this, something I would say I've never seen on Drag Race. It's a very distressed, deconstructed type of a look. She's wearing these braids that have these little curled knots at the end of it, with this very, very hard bodice. I believe Alexander McQueen did a collection, and that was one of the pieces that he created. And there's also a queen in LA that makes pieces like this, and she does very, very great. She does a great job at them. But literally, Simone's the only person I can see wearing this and selling it the way that she sold it. I'm living. Kudos.
Yeah. These two queens, legit, we've had amazing looks back to back. And both, like day and night, they were back to back, and they both killed it. It's hard for, and I would have, like, if I was the girl after both two of them, I would have been like, I'm just going home. Just send, give me my stuff, I'm going home. And Miss Tina Turner is the one that comes next, and I think she didn't.
She should have went home. So next up we have Miss Tina Burner rocking her, signature color palette. Apparently, for her daytime look, is wearing a very fitted bodice type of situation with a huge poop skirt, and she's saying it's reference to Carrie Bradshaw from Sex and the City. I never seen the show, so I wouldn't know the reference, but I saw the intro and that was stupid. So I'm not living for it. It's nothing daytime for me. But we'll talk about it more. And then her nighttime look is like this full latex number. I believe there's harnesses.
There is a harness.
And again, in the red and yellow and orange color palette. Do they stay day to night? Because the color palettes, no. It seems like they're from the same collection, but different seasons.
I hated the second one, and I guess my biggest issue is going to be with the night one. First of all, the harness was crooked, and I mean, someone who like wears harnesses because of leather competitions and stuff like that. I hate crooked harnesses, and it shouldn't have been hard for her to get that harness to like be right and fit good, because it fits her big, and that ponytail she did, first of all, didn't know what to do with it. It kept going all over the place. Why are you using that as a prop if you don't know how to use a ponytail as a prop?
Because it's cute. Denali had the same problem when she was turning and swirling. Her pony just like kept going. But the difference between Denali is that Denali's a figure skater and she knows how to spin around.
Yeah.
Tina Burner, on the other hand, is as you said, old. I will also say, I feel deep down in my hardest of hearts that if it was in a different color, both of her looks, it would have sold a lot better. Like, we already saw your entrance look in that color palette. Your confessionals in that color palette. You walked in this workroom with that same color palette, and your next two looks are the same thing. Girl, I'm tired. I'm over it. I want McDonald's. Next up, we have Miss Elliott with 2 T's. And Elliott is the queen that they brought back. Well, that Ru brought back for some alleged reason. Elliott is wearing a red situation where it is covered up neck to basically calf. Very, very big, makes her seem a little larger than she actually is, with a red little beret. And then her nighttime look is, again, something very, very, what's that word? Unexpected. Yeah. Mm-hmm. She is wearing this full black little get up. It's very ringleader. I'm a Vegas showgirl doing a fetish night, and it's the first thing I think of. Whip, top hat, big shoulders, corset, full gown, and red hair with a black lip. I think it's very generic, very easy, very simple, not really overthought, but it got the job done. I was happy to see what she brought because, we thought she was gone. What do you think?
Yeah, it was good. There were good, safe looks. I don't think they were like anything too crazy or too bad. I liked them. I like that she was able to carry like the red and the black, and both looks had those both colors. Nothing crazy, nothing good. We'll forget about these 2 runways in a couple of days. Hopefully she has something that stands out more. She had a lot to prove, and for sure these looks prove that she should be on the show. I don't know if they prove that she should come back, but at least she should be at the show. I was hoping there was a little bit more fire behind her, but in these 2 looks, it doesn't show.
The looks have just been, for me personally, safe for Drag Race. Now, if that was like any other bitch doing a show and at their regular hometown bar, it's like, oh yes, bitch, give me all. I'll take all your money. Yeah, they'll snatch up all of it. But
Yep.
for this
She
competition, the that makes so drag. It's like, okay, what else you got?
Yeah, we're ready for more of the mini challenge of the runway. We get all the girls de-dragging and kind of just talking about what they thought. Obviously, they bring up again how they don't trust Elliot with two T's. They, now at this point, Candy Muse really doesn't like her because she came for her and really wants her out of it. But then we have Rue come back in and interrupt everything because that's what she does. She interrupts when they were going to start fighting.
Uh-huh.
But she interrupts it, tells them that now, that was great. Now they're going to have to do a performance and congratulations. And they're going to be adding their own little twist with their own little lyrics. Every season they do something like this. And that's...
Yeah. I want to say since season 12.
Yeah, they
that was the first time they did that.
Yeah. So the girls, find out this. They go back to getting ready and writing down their songs. We do get a moment where, so we find out that Gottmik is she writes in her lyrics that she started off as a woman. Now she's on Drag Race, and it's talking about her her transition. But didn't talk to the girls before she did this. And at the choreography rehearsal, kind of has this just play, and it kind of throws her in a loop, and she spirals out of control because of it.
Look, if you're going to put it into your first goddamn song and you don't think anybody knows, I mean, first of all, Gottmik is, kind of pretty much famous online. She's done celebrities, she's done makeup for Drag Race girls, and just in general, I feel like Gottmik is known. So if you did not know that Mick transitioned, then I mean, hey.
But you know what? I think
thanks for living under a rock.
We was called, everybody has their own demons, and this is just, and she talks about it. She thought she was over her demons, and any other circumstance, that's not an issue, and she doesn't care what people think. I guess under all this stress, it became the demons creeped back up, and it's
amplified. You're under this magnifying glass, and being the very first trans competitor is a lot to carry. Even though she wasn't the first trans competitor, she was just the first one to audition besides Peppermint and Monica Beverly Hills and Sonique and Kenya Michaels and maybe Jiggly Caliente, LaShawn Beyond, and maybe a few more. But there's a lot of the trans representation on Drag Race. They're just not spoken of. Carmen Carrera.
I think, well, don't get me started with how wrong they did Carmen Carrera. But, I think she feels the weight because it's the first time where they're promoting it. They're going to push it. They're actually making a big deal. I think other years they've kind of just
steered away.
Yeah, this year. And she probably knew that this was that was going to be what they were going to talk about the most about her. So she got in her head. We finally see that she was able to overcome it by the next day, and they had a great performance. We saw them do a beautiful number to this. They all shined, had beautiful looks. And then now let's talk about the runway.
She was okay. So we have, in the same way that they did the day and nighttime runway, that's how we're just going to break this down. So we have Gottmik in this gorgeous bodysuit, pleated lame, fuck off cape, headpiece. Everything ties into each other. It's very referential to Sasha Velour's coronation costume, and very, very similar to Jujubee's All-Stars finale costume. I think it's pretty spectacular, pretty stunning. And her, actually, because the professional shoot, it does look a lot better. It sells a lot more, and plus you don't see her fumbling walk. What do you think of it?
Yeah, I loved it. It was a good look. She's for sure, and I said this, she's for sure a look queen that looks great in camera and looks great in pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Once you bring her to real life, you're like, can we go back to looking at your Instagram? But yeah, so she for sure has the outfits, and I think they're amazing. She's gonna bring you the looks, and she's brought us the looks so far. So who was next?
Okay. Uh, Next up, we have the Muse herself, Miss Candy Muse, giving very much Fembot from Austin Powers or
Ariana Grande.
Ariana Grande, I guess.
Did Ariana
I know.
call
I'm
her?
sorry. I know one of the original earlier references, and not Ariana Grande doing a pussy split on the fucking stage. Anyways, it's a little lovely lilac color with I want to say it's a faux fur trim, latex gloves, and a nice little headband. Blonde, little wavy Brazilian hair going all the way down to her ass crack. I don't like it. Yeah. I think the little nightie could have been shorter because this makes her look stumpy in my opinion. And she could have also she could have wore white thigh-high stockings and a fuck off pump. Now her undergarment is this it's silver. It's a silver metallic bustier and a panty. Not my fave. Looks like a diaper, doesn't do anything for her proportions, and proportions seems like a struggle that we're going to be seeing on the runway for her. What do you think?
So yeah, I think her and Lala Rhea are gonna have the same issues where they have the looks, but just there's something missing, and there's that little extra that we need from them. And Candy Muse, this look is cute and I love it, but for the runway, it just needed, like you said, just something extra.
No, I'm not saying it needs anything extra. I just think that she should change the whole entire idea.
just went for a whole new look. Yeah, me too.
No, yeah.
And you know what? And this has to do. I think everybody else's looks were so good that it made her even stand out even more for just this cost. It's very costumey, and it needed a little extra. It needed just something extra.
I mean, I've seen so many girls do this look.
I like when Ariana Grande did it more. So I'm just gonna keep that memory in my head.
I liked it when the Fembots did it in Austin Powers and did the smoke out their titties. That was more, special effects. Yeah. Next up, we have Miss Valerie in 24 karat gold. It's a gold lame cape jacket, beautifully well made, big balloon sleeves, a good ornate front, and some lycra leggings. I love it. It's a good color for her skin. It plays very well. Lame is one of those fabrics that can hold air, so it's not breathable, trust by any means. But when it moves, oh baby, it's a goddamn dream. And this is literally moving. It works for her. She can play around with it. It's very fun, very flirty, very Lalaurie. And I love her hair too. Yeah.
Yeah,
and a little strappy heel.
This is very Lalaurie. So Olivia Lux.
Wow.
I'm not living for her. The garments are not here for me. This is cute. This is very cute. And like you said, her skin looked good. It made her pop. I'm ready to move on.
Cute. You're an asshole. Next up, we have Miss Olivia Lux giving old Hollywood glamour. Actually, it's very Lena Horne. Very Lena Horne. I wanted to be Marilyn Monroe, but when I grew up, I knew I was actually trying to be Lena Horne. You know that reference? Anyways, it's a one shoulder little, I want to say a cream, very succulent lily type of applique on the shoulder. gold paneled skirt. No, it's a green panel skirt, not a gold. Her top's gold. Damn.
Lining.
And a nice little coiffed bouffant updo. I think it's beautiful. I think she's giving a nice old Hollywood reference and also kind of like a Disney reference if you want to be specific. Princess and the Frog.
Mm-hmm.
YOLO. But it didn't fit her well. It didn't fit her. I feel like it's because she maybe needed another fitting. Just under the bust was a little baggy where the waistband connected to the actual top.
Yeah, she killed it. I loved it. It has lining. It was beautiful. It was stunning. It was what I liked about this. It was just subtle but beautiful. Like it wasn't extra. It didn't have all these like extra thing. It was just beautiful, very just I don't know. She has, and you know what? She has a gorgeous smile. So that's the best accessory you could ever have. And I don't know, I liked it. I like her walk. I like the confidence. And there's like a confidence building in her, and it's very like you could see it.
Are you done like blowing smoke up her ass and sucking her dick?
Love her.
You good? You good? Damn. I mean, it's good, but it's not that great. Like, girl. Like, you didn't say this much about Mick, and Mick has like this stunning look.
She has, you know what? And the next queen got this told from Ru. And I think, and I've told you this before, they have like this star quality that when you see them, you're just like, wow, like
gassy.
Oh, you're gassy. You have star quality and gassy quality. So
I can't process dairy. I can't help it.
But yeah, I think whenever I see Olivia, I see like star quality. So there's something that like any other, even like you said, like, Godmick, yes, she's beautiful, amazing looks, but she doesn't have like that star quality that comes like within that. Even though it's beautiful, it's gorgeous, I love it, like I'm living for it. When Olivia Lux comes out and she's wearing something even more simple, and it just radiates off of her. So
okay, I'll let you pass this time. Next up, we have your favorite, Miss Simone, giving Eye of the Tiger realness, Rocky Balboa and all that good stuff. I love this look. It's a full boxing robe. Yeah, boxing robe. It's a robe with Avalon on the back. She also has this little, I want to say it's a corset-y thingy, but it also says Avalon. Very costumey, cutesy. She has the boxing gloves, the little these knee-high boots that literally are very similar to old school boxing shoes. Also, she has these Dutch braids, or cornrows, if you want to say. But cornrows is multiple. Dutch braids are just two.
Okay.
And again, love it. Something that we haven't seen on Drag Race since Kenya Michaels. Kenya Michaels was the only person to bring like a boxing look, and it was like a Puerto Rico type of style. But this is a concept, it's a story. It tells us something about her. She's strong, she's independent, she's a fighter, and she looks goddamn good in red.
It's amazing. She looks amazing. She came out giving us that like boxer realness, and it was like she gave us the looks and everything. And look, this is a costume that doesn't feel like a costume and that actually works. Not like
the next one.
No, well, the next one and Candy Muse that were both just costumes. She is showing us that you could do costume and look amazing and give you fashion at the same time, which the Candy Muse was not able to do, and the next girl is not able to do, but she's actually doing it.
Yeah, I loved it. So let's talk about the House of Avalon very proud.
For sure, making them proud.
Next up, we have. Anyways, kidding. Next up, we have Miss Tina Burner giving Tin Man with a red heart. It's a beautiful look. It's a silver lame moto jacket with lame pants, high waisted. So that means that there was a lot of tailoring construction going into it because lame is not forgiving. And I mean, it's cute with an axe purse. By the way, it was an axe head purse. But again, it's
a costume.
It's cute. It's a cute concept. It does nothing for her figure because it's just shiny silver. It's kind of how Alexis Michelle did all green for the roast. It's like, oh, that one joke went over very well. Okay.
Yeah.
But she has merch from it. Tina, bring me the axe.
I was happy that she changed her color scheme. If I have anything nice to say, I was like, yay, she changed her color scheme. She's not only bringing, and I hope she puts the rest, the yellow and the red.
No, she's not.
But
I bet she makes it to the finale. She is going to be wearing those colors. Well, but I mean, that's her. That's her. And it's not like it's bad. It's just not our taste. It's repetitive.
Well, I hope she does, because even Michelle said it. You changed the color scheme right on time because we were getting tired of those colors. So we're obviously not the only ones getting tired of the red and the yellow and red.
Next up, we have the comeback queen, Miss Elliott with 2 T's, wearing a dress. A dress. It's not a wild dress, but it's a dress. It's it's an asymmetrical big shoulder ruffle, one shoulder exposed. Okay, granted, it's a beautiful look and it's well constructed and it looks like it took a lot of time to make. It's just, there was no story to it. How we fell for Simone's boxing look and was in awe of Got Mix. This one just, and also Olivia, there was nothing special about it in my opinion. It seemed like a very good brunch look. Like, oh, the moms are out for mimosas. Let me put on my cocktail dress and tiptoe around. I think it's one of those. I am happy and excited that there's actually good looks coming from Elliott. And I feel like because she was brought back, there is more of a hunger or like a drive for her. So I feel like she's putting her best foot forward, especially during the lip sync. Didn't like her outfit during that lip sync, but it was a cute look. Well, cute performance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
YOLO.
So I have a question. I mean, more about fashion, so I guess you'll know the reference. Is it supposed to look that oversized? Is that the look she's going for? Because for me, I didn't like the fit. I mean, you know fashion more than I do, but I don't like the fit. It just seems like it was for like a bigger girl, and then she just had them like kind of bring it in for her, so it would look okay on her. I don't know. I didn't like it.
I can see what you're saying. I think, I will say that the reason why it does look like that is because everything is on a diagonal. Okay. The pleating is going downward. I mean, it feels at a more intense angle. So instead of 45, maybe say a 25 degree angle, it will give her more of a leaner look and elongate her. Also, how the green kind of like peeks over to the side of her waist, it emphasizes the smallest part of her waist. Okay. And that's kind of like to her detriment. That's another reason why it may seem a bit bigger than it probably should look on her, but it looks good. It's not my fave, but she looks good in it.
So from all the queens, which ones were your tops?
My tops, none of them are tops. Maybe Tina. Tina's probably a top, but that's because she's old. I would say my tops obviously are Got Mick, Lala Ree, and Olivia Lux. I forgot about Simone. Hold on. Let me recalculate. You do yours. Hold on.
Well, mine's is easy. Mine's is Got Milk, Olivia Lux, and then Simone.
Damn, yeah, you're right. I do like Lala Ree's look though. It's very her.
Yeah.
I think it's
someone has to
think it's
like
a
it
gorgeous
besides
look.
her. So
Hmm?
I said someone has to like it besides her. So yeah, that's all you, girl.
Bruh. Fight me. Fight me.
So we
I'll
found
get
out.
Simone on you.
We'll get Simone on you. Well, we found out that talking about Simone, we found out that Simone and Olivia Lux are our top queens. And we're not sending anybody home. There's no lip sync for your life. They're doing all stars kind of rules where the tops have to sing to figure out one top. So we can't have two tops. First time Ross Matthews says that. We can have two tops.
I mean, Ross is a top.
So-
Allegedly.
So I'm not going to sit here and listen to this fake news. We said no more fake news.
Triggered.
Triggered.
Triggered as fuck.
So we have Olivia, and you know what? Olivia talks about how this finally helps her prove to the girls that she's not just here and she doesn't deserve to be here. Because I think that's how they kind of felt, and they put her in that position. And you know what? Winning, being one of the top two of the week, for sure proves that, and they can't discount her now. So we have her and Simone lip sync, do the lip buzz, break my heart, and they are gonna win a tip of $5. They get a cute tip of $5. And our winner is Simone. How do you feel?
Oh, wait. What did you think of the lip sync? I like the lip sync. It was very different from what we've seen on Drag Race. You know, there's always like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Let me do a jump split. There was no stunts. They were performing, which is refreshing because, I mean, not everybody can do a jump split. I mean,
but I love this song. So I was like, very like, don't ruin the song for me, please. But they did amazing. Both of them did amazing. For me, any of the two of them could have won. They did so good. They both have such a different style of like lip syncing, but it's unique. But I don't know. It was they were so good. I would have, if I was Rue, I would have had a hard time choosing from both of them. But yeah, it was amazing. So that's the end of this week.
I guess. Next week, what's going to happen? Are the girls in the pork chop loading dock going to come back, or are we just going to continue with these group of gals?
We'll see.
Who knows?
We'll see. I don't want to learn new girls at this point. If they could just send those other girls home, I'm happy with the girls we have right now.
I'm not.
Get complicated. We'll see how this works out, and stay with us. Stay tuned with us to see how this all works out. You know, I am Chris.
I'm Valerie. Like, comment, subscribe. It's fun. We're adorable. Like us, damn it.
And like always, you can find all our information down in this description. And thank you for watching one more time. Have a good one. Vaya con Dios.
Vaya con Dios.
Bye.
Category is Bring It to the Runway. Category is